You're the center of my life and nobody without you. I'm nobody.
Hello, welcome to Pro Mixing and Mastering. Today I'm going to teach you and show you how to mix Afro vocals from start to finish. So before I remove all the plugins, let's take a listen to this.
Nobody, oh, I'm nobody, oh. Because of you, my life has turned around. Because of you, I don't do the things I used to do. You're my sweet melody, the song that I sing when I'm happy, oh. Cause you give me joy. You're the center of my life and nobody without you. I'm nobody. I'm nobody. Without you, I'm nobody, oh. I'm nobody, oh. Without you, I'm nobody, oh. I'm nobody, oh. Without you, I'm nobody, oh. I'm nobody, oh.
Alright, beautiful vocals. So what did I do? First thing that I wanna do is take out all the plugins. So I'm gonna unlink, I'm gonna take off all the plugins from this, or just turn off all the plugins. Yeah, turn off all the plugins together with the reverb.
Nobody, oh. I'm nobody, oh. Because of you, my life has turned around. Because of you, I don't do the things I used to do. You're my sweet.
Alright, let's go ahead and turn on Autotune first. Autotune, I'm gonna show you the type of Autotune that the settings on the Autotune, and then let's go ahead and turn on double delay, reverb.
Nobody, oh, I'm nobody, oh. Because of you, my life has turned around. Because of you, I don't do the things I used to do. You're my sweet melody, the song that I sing when I'm happy, oh. Cause you give me joy. You're the center of my life and nobody without you, I'm nobody.
Alright, so you've listened to before and after. So the first thing that I did was to add Autotune and take my retune speed all the way to fast retune speed, and then my input, which is soprano, and my key, which is G in scale major. That's what I did. And then I connected all the vocals have Autotune on them. This has Autotune. Then I connected the my main vocals into group number 1. So make sure you create groups, group 1 and group 2. If you don't know how to create groups, check out the video that I did on how to create group channel tracks and FX channel tracks. So now my main vocal is connected to group number 1, and in group number 1, after the Autotune, we take it to group number 1. In group number 1, we have compressor, de-esser, and without compressor, de-esser, this is how the vocal sounds like.
Nobody, oh, I'm nobody, oh. Because of you, my life has turned around. Because of you, and because of you.
But when we turn it on, there is that volume that is added to the vocals, and also that compression. The lower parts are raised up a little bit. As you can see, the vocals are a little bit low, so this compressor is helping to give volume to the vocals by raising those parts where the vocal is a little bit low, and also reducing those parts where the vocals are a little bit high.
Because of you, my life has turned around.
So this is what this compressor is doing to the vocals. Then next, an EQ, Fab Filter Pro Q, wrote off, cleaned it up a little bit of that low frequency, and then came to this frequency right here. You don't want that frequency. It's more like a boxy frequency. So to just clean it up, remove that boxiness, dropped it down to negative 2.56 dB, which is around 302.26 hertz. And then there is also this other frequency. This is called, this type of EQ is called subtracting EQ. So I'm subtracting or cutting down certain frequencies which don't make the vocals to sound good, and this is the other frequency that I had to cut. So this vocal is like a nasal frequency, and you just have to cut it down a little bit. And my cuttings are not too much. I'm cutting around negative 2 dB. Then around 7,000 hertz, I had to boost it up just a little bit, and this is the frequency that I boosted. Just to add a little bit of that tweet effect to the vocals. So just raise it up to positive 1.84. This is the work of the subtractive EQ. Then from EQ, I loaded our virtual mix rack, and this virtual mix rack has so many plugins that you can choose from harmonics, mastering, EQ, and dynamics. And I am using a compressor, the first compressor, second compressor from virtual mix rack, and my threshold is on negative 20.7 dB. My ratio is small ratio, it's a small ratio, which is around 2 dB, and my attack is on 2, not too fast, on a little bit faster attack, and also my release is on 2. What this is doing is that it's helping to control other places which the first compressor did not capture, like the other places where the vocal is a little bit lagging behind. This compressor is helping to shape and just to strengthen the vocal a little bit more. And my makeup gain, just raise it up a little bit to 5 dB to increase the volume. And then I am using reviver. Reviver is used for, you know, whenever you want to add some highs to the vocals and shimmer to the vocals, revival is used. And also my thickness, which is bass or low end, is on 0.0, so I'm literally like using just this one, the highs, so you can look at this one as highs. Then I'm also using the EQ, FGS EQ, just around I'm using high mids, just a little bit of that, 0.66, and then around low mids, I'm using like on positive 1 dB, just to add body to the vocal. So this is for the body, and this one right here is just to open it up and make it wider. And without this and fab filter, this is how the vocal sounds like.
Because of you, my life has turned around. Because of you,
Turn on.
because of you, my life has turned around. Because of you,
Really sounding very nice and professional. Then because of their highs and all that, there is need to control the S's, so I am using Fab Filter Pro De-esser. This De-esser is just working on the S's like this.
because of you, my life has turned around. Because of you,
As you can see where this is highlighted, which means that's where the S is. So it's just controlling the S's, nothing else apart from that. Then apart from the De-esser, I'm also using another EQ. This time I am adding body to the vocals again, and also doing a little bit of subtraction around this area, which is around 489 hertz.
because of you, my life has turned around. Because of you,
The reason why I am adding more body using a third EQ is because I used in virtual mix rack, I had to use a revival, and revival sometimes can reduce body, so I had to bring back that body and then cut around 495 or around 500 hertz just to remove this frequency right here. To remove boxiness again, due to compression, I had to raise those boxy frequencies again. Compression usually like raises up frequencies again, so I had to control those frequencies by cutting them a little bit. So this is the work of this third EQ plugin. Then my final plugin is Voxider. Why am I using Voxider? I am using Voxider to add saturation and also to just add shimmer to the vocals.
Because of you, my life has turned around. Because of
So without Voxider and F6 RTS stereo EQ,
because of you,
and without also FabFilter Pro De-essing,
because of you, my life has turned around. Because of,
and then without Virtual Mix Track,
because of you, my life has turned around. Because of you,
but with these four together with Voxider,
because of you, my life has turned around. Because of you, I don't do the things I used to do. You're my sweet melody, the song that I sing when I'm happy.
So Voxider is adding excitement to the vocals. Then now, to make the vocals bigger and just to make them sound more spaced, I had to use reverb and delay. So let's go ahead and look at our reverb. So I am using reverb A, and reverb A is on, reverb time is on 1 milliseconds, and then pre-delay is on 10.0 milliseconds. So this is how the vocal sounds like without delay and reverb.
Because of you, my life has turned around. Because of you,
Very dry, right? But now when we turn them on,
because of you, my life has turned around. Because of you, I don't do the things I used to do.
yeah, so that is reverb working right there. Then below reverb, I had to add FabFilter Pro Q3. Why did I add Pro Q3 on our reverb? On my reverb, I wanted my reverb to open up, and also I wanted my vocals to really sound like they have the reverb on. So whenever you want to make your vocals sound like they have reverb on, make sure that you add an EQ below your reverb. So I had to raise up all the way from 647 hertz to 20 kilohertz, and then I had to take it up a little bit, give it positive 13.65 dB, and this is what I am talking about. This, let me just do this, then we come here.
Because of you, my life has turned around. Because of you, I don't do the things I used to.
So that's a frequency that I raised up. So whenever you want to have beautiful reverb, make sure you add an EQ below your reverb. Then this area right here is also boosted up because I wanted warmth to the reverb, or add a low frequency to the reverb so that the reverb can have this.
Because of you, my life has turned around.
This adds roundness to the reverb and makes the reverb to sound really, really good.
Because of you, my life has turned around. Because
now, apart from that, now double delay, any type of delay you have can work. On delay, don't need to put, you don't have to put EQ. Just leave it the way it is. Delay is used to like spread the vocals. So to spread the vocals and make them sound bigger or spread across the speakers, you use double delay, and this delay is helping the vocals to, like, you know, feel spaced or spread like this.
Because of you, my life has turned around. Because of you, I don't do the things I used to do. You're my sweet melody, the song that I sing when I'm high.
So that effect is caused by double delay, and I did automate it. There is a certain place where I wanted it to sound more, especially the ending part like this.
You, I'm nobody, nobody, oh. I'm nobody, nobody, oh.
So I wanted the song to end like that, and this is why I automated it right there. Now, to make your reverb and delay to like get connected to the vocals, or connect your vocals to your group channel, to the FX channel tracks, this and this, make sure that you come to your group channel and then go to sends. Sends is this place where you connect, where you turn on your reverb. Like for example, you turn it on and then send it through. So this is why I have reverb A in group number 1 sent all the way to negative 20.11 onto the lead vocal, and then double delay as well, negative 22.65 sent all the way to the lead vocal as well. Then my other vocals, like my backing vocals, like these backing vocals, are sent to group number 2. And in group number 2 I have CLA2A. This is what I wanted to show you. The reason why I added CLA2A, or the reason why I add CLA2A compressor to the backing vocals, is simply because backing vocals are usually slightly lower than the main lead vocals, and also in dynamic and frequency wise, lead vocals have this bass and a lot of low frequency, but with the backings we reduce, cut the low frequency. We just want the backing vocals to be brighter, and with CLA2A it has that brightness, natural brightness, that is not too bright, but it adds that brightness to the vocals, and this is why I am using this CLA2A on the backings. So just that is really helping the backing vocals to have that sharpness throughout the mix. And then the rest of the plugins are just a copy from group number 1, literally like the same thing that I did, 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 Voxider, same thing that I did. And also I had to send in the FX channel tracks, effects, plugins, reverb and double delay onto the backings as well. As you can see, I have my sends all the way negative 22.15, my the double delay negative 22.24. This one is on, it depends if, let's say, you have too much reverb and delay onto the main vocals, then the backings can have a little bit a lower reverb and also double delay, so a little bit of that. If you have more on the backings, then less on the lead vocals. If you have more on the leads, then less on the backing vocals.
I'm nobody without you.
And then the other thing that I did was to make sure that my stereo in, I had to put a compressor during recording vocals, and that helps your vocals to really stay consistent. With the vocals, it's just a matter of controlling the volumes. Let's say if this vocal is a little bit high, then you just have to click on the vocal and then come to this volume part and reduce it a little bit. Like this one, I've reduced it all the way to negative 5 dB, and this is called balancing. Some of the vocals I just went there and checked which ones were louder than the normal volume, and I had to just come on the vocal, cut the vocal, highlight it, and then come on the volume, reduce it. That's how you do vocal balancing, and that's how I came about this mix. So I hope this video has helped you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.
But the center of my life, and nobody without you, I'm nobody.